My name is Derek Albee Smith, and I'm with SmokeNChat.
Smoke with me, chat with me, smoke with me, chat with me. Hey, let's SmokeNChat. Hey, let's SmokeNChat.
Yo, rubber duckies, what is up? Welcome to SmokeNChat's first movie review. My name is Andrea, and this is Lucas, our assistant manager of SmokeNChat. So Sacred is a movie that is based out of Pensacola. It uses a lot of like Pensacola names, as far as like the businesses, the streets, and like the hoods and shit. This is my third time watching it because I had to watch it with all my friends and I knew I was gonna have to do a movie review. If you haven't seen it, don't watch this because I'm finna spoil the fuck out of it. If you have seen it, this is gonna be interesting. Alright, so we're really just gonna start from the top. So the beginning of the movie started with this lady. Where the fuck? She was in an interrogation room. I didn't even understand that whole part, cause like
it seemed like they made it seem like she was telling a story.
Yeah, but who is she? Cause
Right.
I still don't know who the fuck she is. Was she like one of the sisters? Did I miss that?
I couldn't.
See, that was the thing. It's like you just don't know what the fuck is going on. So anyway, this random lady in the beginning is
being
like
questioned by detectives.
Yeah, and apparently they're trying to see if there's like something going on in the hospital, like money laundering or just something that's not right. So they're questioning everybody. It looks like later on they get Chip's daughter to
Turn against them, kinda. Like,
yeah, but she didn't turn against them. They were just trying to use her as like a pawn to get more information, but it doesn't really seem like they were really getting anywhere with that. Right after the interrogation and everything, it looks like the mom goes into the hospital. Like it looks like she goes into a coma. In the midst between her going into a coma, there's all these family members cheating. It's like the brother.
Yeah, the brother's cheating.
The sister's cheating.
Yeah.
The stepsister is cheating.
And the husband.
Oh yeah, and the husband.
Because he had through the $40 to
So the head doctor is cheating with the side piece. We see him in the... I know we sounded like we slow, but I just want you to know this is how the movie is. Like,
go watch the movie and come back.
It's kind of hard to review all in one because there was just so much going on and it didn't really happen in like a good timeline manner. So it's kind of hard to like remember. So kind of what we were talking about in the beginning when we were saying that they probably wish they would have had more time,
right?
To
or
actually,
more money or whatever the reason.
It definitely looked like they weren't able to achieve what they wanted to.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. Because I definitely think the people that they worked with could have achieved.
Oh, definitely.
It's gonna be kind of hard for us to go through the timeline, so I'm just gonna kind of talk about what happened. Pretty much, everybody's cheating on each other. There's money laundering. The head doctor is killing people randomly. Yeah, he kills people randomly.
He's involved with like a gang or...
That's what, I don't know if is it a gang?
I can't tell, like...
Because it might be a gang, but I don't really understand.
But they don't go into like the gang.
They don't go into detail
or
about
the group or...
Because I don't know if they're all working for the dad. Because you also got to think about the goons that were with the son. Mm-hmm. They were trying to take the empire away from the son and the dad. Right. So it's like they were trying to start their own shit. And that's what we meant by there's just so much going on. You got cheating, you got dying, but not dying. You got funerals.
Dominating, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And you really don't even know what they're trying to
accomplish. That's why, like, literally when I tried to talk to a couple of my friends about it who did watch it, the biggest complaint was that there wasn't really a plot. There wasn't really anything that was going on. It was just like a bunch of different shit. What were the good parts about the movie that you like? Like, what did you really enjoy?
I don't know, like, honestly, like, it was just so complicated. Like,
I kind of feel what you're saying, bro.
Like, the sound quality on certain parts were bad, too.
I know what you're talking about. He's talking about the outside, like when they went outside and shit. And the only reason why we're really being so critical is because we do this. Like, we shoot as well, so we also have to make sure that when we're outside, that we try not to get, the outside just has extra noise and stuff, and when inside it's just not as much. And that's something that we struggle with. So it's just like seeing a movie and seeing the promo that we saw, we just thought that it would be a little bit of better quality. Just because based off of the stuff that we do, it's like, not saying that we can do the same thing. I haven't tried to shoot a movie before, I've never written one. I'm just saying in general, I definitely think a lot of things could have been a little bit better. Just because the sound
more professional.
Yeah, because the sound quality, it showed that it could be good. Because
Right.
there was a lot of scenes that were good. Like the close-ups were nice. Yeah, the close-ups were nice. The wigs.
Some transitions were slow though, and quiet. Very
Yeah,
quiet.
the drone footage. The drone footage was like I felt like they could have put
like a music.
yeah, some music behind it or something.
Background.
Like that. Yeah, that would have been
like-
dope as fuck. You probably wasn't looking. When me and my homegirl watched it, she was saying that the wigs looked like Tyler Perry wigs. Man, I'd have to laugh with somebody else with that. But anyway, anybody who's watching it.
And then they were using cracked phones, like. I had to point that out.
Oh my god. Nah, but for real though, because it's just
You're making a movie, like.
Yeah, bro, like even if we shoot a music video.
Or at least show how the phone got cracked, like if he had dropped
like,
it or something.
I feel like they could have added a scene.
Right, you know.
Oh, like one day when I think when the husband and the wife were arguing, they could have like a phone drop.
Right. You know, like something like that. Make it more interesting. Give people's attention.
Yeah, and I do think it was really complex. It's like the person who like directed it or wrote it or I don't know who the hell did it, but it just seemed like they had a lot of ideas and didn't have the time to bring forth those ideas.
Right.
Because it just looked rushed. It looked like if they would
But I
have more
could see
time.
it if it was. Like, I could see how it could have been a TV show.
If it would have been a TV show, I 100% I think that shit would have
I
worked out
it
better.
would have been a lot better.
Yeah, because we would have had time to go
Background information, we would have had a story.
But instead, we just had like an hour and 30 minutes of
multiple scenes of chaoticness.
It was really chaotic, bro. It was really hard to follow, bro. Like that's really why I watched it so many times because it was like I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't just misunderstanding something.
Right.
Like I just wasn't getting it. So, but it was a lot to follow. I was told that there's going to be a second movie. I would watch the second movie just because I would want answers to all of my questions from the first movie, you feel me? So I don't think it's a bad thing because, you know, it does kind of get people wanting to do, like, to watch it more, but at the same time,
better.
Yeah, because for the promo that they put out, on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit, like, it made it look like something else. So for me to actually watch it and then like low-key I was like disappointed.
No,
like,
definitely disappointed.
Yeah, so it was like fuck man, like I really support Pensacola, I really support what they got going on. I expected more from
us.
Yeah, really just from us. Like
because
Pensacola in general I expected
we
more
could have
from us
done
than
better, you know.
Yeah, don't say we too loud because I wasn't a part of the shit. I was over here.
Yeah.
You weren't either. We were in Pensacola. That's all we were doing. But nah, I'm just saying because I don't want to say we too loud. Like I wasn't in it. And honestly, I think a lot of the people that were in it. Shout out to Jasmine. I know a lot of their names. I know a lot of them in there. So shout out to everybody who was in the cast. I think everybody did exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But it could have been better. That's just the truth of the matter. Like we don't think anybody was horrible. We don't think the movie was horrible. I just think that at the end of the day, we expected more. And you can tell because people also they kept saying, "Watch the movie," but nobody said anything about the movie.
Right.
Like all I saw was make sure you tap in to Sacred. Ain't nobody go, man, I love Sacred. Sacred's best movie since fucking sliced bread. I ain't heard that shit at all. So I was like, that's what made me concerned too, because I was like, damn, like, how could everybody be sharing to watch it? And it's been 2 days, and people have been saying they watched it, but ain't nobody said shit about it. Like, that's skeptical as fuck.
I just, hope, like, if there is a next one, like, do the storyline better. Like,
yeah, because it's like the story was good, but it was everywhere.
Yeah, it was too much. Like,
yeah.
You gotta organize it better.
Like, and then you had so with one family alone, you had the Chip and
Mhm.
the daughter, and
Sarah.
then and then the daughter Sarah, and then the wife. We also find out that the wife's sister or stepsister is trying to get with Chip, but I think that was because she was
Right.
drunk. But it's also like, what is going on here? Like, where did this girl come from, and why is she his stepsister? Because like, you never figure that out. I actually didn't even know she was a stepsister until like later on,
Right.
because then they pointed out. So it's just like, who the fuck is this lady? How did she even get into the family in the first place? Your family, like, why is she there? Second of all, where the hell did this child come from? Like, I get that she had a crackhead mom or some shit like that, but it's like,
Right.
where's the backstory to that shit? Like, if it was a movie, if it was a TV show, I could see each episode going into more detail about each
It'd be
family.
like one thing at a time, and then like a
Yeah.
grand finale.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. They could have even ran that for a couple seasons.
Or even they could have made it like parts, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
should have like focused on one thing that led up to
But
another.
led up to another one.
Like, but you have like 6 different things going on in one movie.
It was. And then you got to the end, and you see the mom blinking. And it's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Like, what is going on right now?
In
Like,
the whole movie, you think she's dead.
yeah, so it's just like, what is going on? Who is in cahoots with who? Like, who knows that she ain't really dead? Who don't know that she ain't dead? Like, I have so many
So
questions.
many.
You feel me? So, shout out to everybody on the Sacred Heart team. Y'all did great. I just, we expect, hopefully, that the next movie or TV show or whatever comes out, we just hope that we get some questions answered. Nonetheless, it was good. It was worth watching. But I was trying to find a plot. I still don't know. What
There
the
is
plot
no plot.
There is no plot. It was just a movie
Invincible.
in Pensacola.
But-
Well, that actually sums it up. Yeah, it was a movie in Pensacola. There we go. Alright, man. We love you guys. Hopefully, we don't get too much hate for this video. Even if we do, should have made the movie.
It's all love, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I mean, they watched the movie before we did. And
Right.
they knew what the fuck that movie looked like. We're not going to sit here and be like children about this shit. Like, they knew what that movie looked like before we saw it.
Right.
And they knew the niggas was going to be looking real hard. Hence us. Alright, love y'all. Thank you for tuning in to SmokeNChat. Make sure you keep following us and like and share, comment, all that good shit.
My name is Derek Albie Smith, and I'm with SmokeNChat.
Smoke with me, chat with me, smoke with me, chat with me. Hey, let's smoke and chat. Hey, let's smoke and chat.